Hello everyone, this is TOA welcoming you back to another Sword of Convallaria video. Today is a short surprise video. As many of you have realized, if you're playing Tower of Adversity on the Japanese or Korean servers, we're getting an entirely new tower, separate from the Chinese and Taiwanese versions. I've been testing these new stages for about a week, so in this video I'll give you a quick guide on how to tackle Stage 6 for both the upper and lower paths. For the upper stage, the Super Bomber starts with 100 stacks of shield. Your primary objective is very simple. Kill 50 mobs as fast as possible with magical AoE DPS, then turn all your attacks onto the boss while he's stunned. Mechanically, it's straightforward, but there are a few pain points. The map is huge and hard to traverse. Enemies are immune to Scorch, and any fire tiles on the ground will buff their defense and attack. This is why an aggression AoE magic team works best here. You're heavily penalized for dealing physical damage to anything on this stage, so stick to magic damage. Marcille, paired with SP Inanna's Act Again, is your best option for clearing mobs that are spread far apart. Luvata helps by clearing burning tiles, very important because those tiles boost enemy damage dealt and received. SP Samantha's Aggression Aura is a must to support both Marcille and Luvata. SP Inanna, or OG Inanna's Act Again, will speed up your mobbing rotation, and Credenza is mainly here for healing and Divine Grace support. Her cooldown reduction is nice to have, but not a major priority. 4-star Credenza is ideal. One important note, keep Inanna's guard away from enemies. If his counterattack triggers, it will activate Damage Reflect 2, which can completely mess up your run. Don't bother hitting the boss before his shield is broken. Nothing will go through. There is some room for knockback strategies if you want to push mobs into deep water, but honestly, I found it to be mostly a waste of time. Just focus on fast mob clears, trigger the stun window, and unload all your magic damage then. For the lower path, piercing damage support and 3 strong physical DPS units with high physical attack are your best friends. In this stage, Beryl has built a giant cannon for you, and your goal is to occupy the 3 red tiles on the map. The physical attack stats of the 3 units standing on those tiles will be combined and multiplied by 15, and that total is dealt as piercing damage directly to the boss. Yiserine is the best pick for shield generation. Afra with Puppet Nightmare and all her piercing debuffs, stacked with Agatha's Wound and Yiserine's Endless Web, will guarantee the highest end-of-round damage. Afra's passive, which grants Act 2 to every unit on the battlefield, also boosts the cannon's final output. Kavar can substitute for Afra, but your damage will be noticeably lower. For the cannon fodders, you want your strongest physical attackers. In my run, I use Camelot, Yiserine, and Nydia. They're all capable of deleting anything that tries to contest their position before the cannon fires. Pamina kept one side of the map under control, but she can easily be replaced by SP Rawia. Lutfi and Tristan are also solid options for cannon units. Important note, because the boss will always have higher HP than Camelot, he will be susceptible to knockback even with Scorn active. There are a few ways around this. The easiest is to position Camelot 2 tiles above the red tile so that when he gets knocked back, he lands onto the red tile and still fires the laser. You also want to make sure you have enough TP to use the temporary tactic available in this battle to grant knockback immunity for 1 turn. Giving your cannon fodder units perfect physical Devil Taros will boost up your end of round damage significantly. I did almost 2.8 million of damage in 1 round with all the piercing debuffs stacked on top of attack buffs from Afra's passive. If you're going to use Afra, make sure she has Nightmare Puppet, her ult, Fantasy Whisper, and Dream Telling Game equipped. All in all, I actually find this version of Tower of Adversity easier to clear because of the generous number of rounds we're given, but much harder to score high. Both stages demand very specific team setups and mechanics if you want those top scores. What do you think? Are you excited for this new tower? If you've tried it already in Japanese or Korean server, let me know your team comp and how your run went. And if you found this quick guide helpful, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. That's it for this one. Stay cool, stay crispy. This is TOA signing off. See you in the next video.